Devils, they're really I mean, they've stunk so bad and they've drafted so high that they're kind of putting the parts together. I mean, I don't think any of those three teams is ready to go deep in the playoffs, but I mean, everything goes right in the series, and they could bump off all the top teams because nobody in the East is invincible. Those top teams are the top teams for a reason. But I mean, if the puck jumps your way, you catch some breaks. I mean, your goalie gets insanely hot. Those three teams have a chance to get out. But I mean, I'm going to be worried watching Tampa and Florida in the first round is insane. Just defending the defending Stanley Cup champion against Tampa, it's gonna be that series is gonna be insane. It was just preview was yesterday. Obviously, we got just a game against the Rangers tomorrow night, and we'll see how that goes. But the playoffs are here. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun to watch. What's up, Derek? What's up? Yeah, no, like I said, I mean, it was a nice hit. The Ben Ears, like I said, he's been in there forever. Like he was one of the last three from 2024. Now all we have left is the two goalies, Vasi and Hellebuck are the only two from 2024. Everybody else is from 2025. So I don't remember what months those two were. They're from different. There was definitely a break in between them. They weren't back-to-back reloads, but yeah. So I'm like I said, I'm rooting for those to hit. I definitely like to see the old stuff come. You guys are loyal and dedicated and been chasing some of these jerseys for a long time, but only two jerseys left from last year. Everything else is from this year. We got 12 from the last reload. I think 7 from the reload before it. So that's 19 of the 27 jerseys are just from the last two reloads, which is cool. I don't like to see them go through too much pain. Like I said, we only had one number skipped, and that was 60. And we probably have to skip 3 if we don't hit that. So, but yeah, like I said, 27 boxes tonight. Be down to 26 and 25 on Sunday. I will have my phone. I'll be able to answer any questions if anybody has anything between now and Sunday when we break. I'll be back Saturday afternoon. I'll be doing the preview collages. I should have probably everything in house, if not a couple days away from it. And like I said, next Tuesday the spots will go live with the reload, but we still have 2 more boxes after Sunday, so that'll be the best odds we can get. I mean, the spot price is going to be as high as I can get it without gouging you guys. Like, just we'll see what comes out between today and Sunday, and then I'll adjust the list for Tuesday and Thursday. Same spot prices for both of those boxes, just like we always do. But it's going to be fun. Like I said, good stuff coming. Good stuff still in here to hit. Let's get rolling. Like I said, I mean, I love being here with the hockey junkies. Can't wait to see what comes out tonight, Sunday, and next week. It's gonna be fun. We got 5 more jerseys to get out of here before we reload it back up again. So let me get my lists. I got my owners list. Like I said, I think 10, 11 people here, and the only one spotter is Big Al. So if you're rooting against anybody, you're rooting against Big Al in his one spot mojo. But let me see. Our closer was Derek. So Derek's looking for closer mojo. Then we had some early spots, and he's grabbing some late spots. And there's Dale. Dale, I mean, said I don't know if you have either of the incoming abs, but I do have some abs incoming. I hope Derek shared with you the pictures. So just let everybody know. Like I said, at least 16 going in, and we'll see what hits between now and after Sunday. I may have to add another 1 or 2. We'll see. Just to throw it off. Like I said, right now we're doing a reload every 4 weeks, which can get a little crunching. I mean, like I said, I don't like to we haven't been into the 40s in forever. So even now it's going to only be back to 38 if I don't add a couple more jerseys. But we'll see. Like I said, I'm flexible when it comes to that. I love you guys. I never want to push you guys too much. I do like having the 2 Facebook fills and the eBay boxes on Sunday because a couple people do one as opposed to the other. I like to keep it flexible. I like to get everybody a chance to chase some jerseys. So let's get going here. Okay, let me see. Yeah, the Ginger Sniper, man. Can't wait to see him on the big stage, national TV. Actually, I think tomorrow's not a national TV game. I'm assuming, Cooch is now clinched. Since McKinnon's done and Cooch only has 1 game left. He had 2 points last night. I think he's at 121. I don't think he's going for any milestones, so he may take the game off tomorrow night in New York. I'm assuming they're going to rest Fassi. So I mean, there's no reason to push with one game left before the weekend. So you may see, it's an easy drive from Syracuse to New York as opposed to flying from Tampa. So we may see some Syracuse the hockey team playing in the Garden, which is cool. Good chance for some of those guys. Already having some of them. Gage Gonzalez and Lilleberg. I mean, there's guys that have earned their stripes. With the Bolts that are playing now and to be part of the playoff run. But there's a couple guys that have gotten a cup of coffee over the course of the year from different reasons, injuries here and there. But it would be nice to see. I'm going to watch the game tomorrow night, whoever they roll out with. Like I said, I'll probably watch it on my phone. So we'll be able to watch it tomorrow night in the Garden, the final game of the year. So let's get my list up here. Okay, where's my dice? Where's my dice? That over. Okay, and my lists. Okay, let's get going, guys. 5 or more, of course. That's what we always do with our dice roll for a box. We hit the Beniers, so that is gone. I think it was 95, right? 95, I think it was. Yeah, so 60 and 3 single box runs. Then we have 2. Then what is it? 2, 4, I believe. 2, 4, 7, and 12. So they're all there. Of course, we hit the last 2 there. 76 and 77 were hit. So 78 is where the new reload will start. I mean, I could always reuse those numbers again if you want to try to avoid skipping 3, but I may just keep it in order. I've never had to reuse numbers that have hit before. So let's do it. 5 or more, guys. 1 box tonight. We'll be down to 26 and 25 for Sunday. So 5 or more. Let's see what we got. 8 times. Okay, we haven't eaten in a while. So 8 times it is. We've been doing 5 or 6 or like 11 or 12. So it's interesting to see one of these. So 8 times it is, guys. So good luck, everybody. I'm rooting for everybody. I'm not rooting against anybody. I can't wait to see what comes out, especially when the odds get this good. These next 6 jerseys or next 5 jerseys, it's going to be fun to see what comes out. Here we go. 8 times it is. 27 boxes. 8 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the box we're going to open up tonight is going to be box number 42. 42 is relatively old. The 42, actually not relatively old. The second last, I think that's second to last reload. 42, 8 times. Box 42, 8 times. Box 42. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Box 42. Where's my box? Let me get this. Let me do my internal housekeeping. Oh, there it is. It's a little bit older. It's from the January reload. 42. Okay. Let me look at my options here. 42. 42. 42. Okay. 42. Bottom in the front row. So there we go. Been hitting relatively old stuff. 42. Okay. Yeah. It was 1, 2, 2, and then 4. So up to 44 was the January reload. So here we go. This is 42, guys. 42. Been in there a while. Let's see what we got. We're down to 26. 26 boxes for Sunday and 25. So double box on Sunday. So get ready for that. You guys, like I said, I saw some of the bids already going in. You guys don't want to wait till the last minute because I don't want you to miss out on spots. Last double box before the reload goes in. So this is as good as odds as you're going to get on a double box. Let me see what we got here. This is number 42. Let's see what we got. Oh, one of my favorites. Paul Coffey, second leading scorer in all time. Defenseman, I think maybe even the first. Paul Coffey, obviously one of the second greatest offensive defensemen after Bobby Orr. I'll give him the respect. But having watched Coffey as an Oiler, Penguin, Red Wing, and many other stops, there we go. There we go. Paul Coffey. There it is. That's a gorgeous Fanatics vintage. Makes them feel like the old ones. Paul Coffey, nuclear nameplate, number 7, Paul Coffey. I imagine he was signing that in the backyard for AJ's, sitting near the hot tub, having a cold one. Paul Coffey, there it is. Paul Coffey has come to play. Been there a long time. Very, very nice. Like I said, some of the older ones start to lose their luster, and absolute fantastic players. Monster Hall of Famers. Paul Coffey, AJ COA. This is one from my PC, just so you know. That's got a little pencil marks on this one. Paul Coffey, Edmonton Oilers, autograph Fanatics vintage jersey. Back when AJ's put their, they don't do that anymore, but back when they used to put their hologram on the back and let the card in with the jersey. So congratulations. Let me see who had that. Who's no one's speaking up there? So let me see. Paul Coffey goes to CK. Big time hit, CK. Paul Coffey in the house. Free coffee day. There it is. He is free from his box. Paul Coffey has been shacked up since January. So there it is. Congratulations to him. Sorry for everybody, of course, that did not hit. Your odds have gotten to the insane 1 in 26 and 1 in 25 for Sunday. So make sure you get your bids in. Don't wait too late. I don't want to have to remind you guys on Sunday. So like I said, it's gonna be a good time. Obviously, you know, we got Easter coming, so obviously we got the Sundays are here. Easter, we're going to be doing on Sunday night, whether or not you celebrate your Easter or not. But we'll be doing Sunday night, so the auction will end starting at 4 p.m. Eastern time, and they run for about 13, 14 minutes, so 2 per minute. So make sure you get your bids in. Grab me, throw a bid in now. Just keep an eye on it. But there we go. Paul Coffey. Thank you very much, guys. I look forward to seeing everybody on Sunday afternoon. Keep an eye out for the collage previews. Probably go up Saturday night, though, for the reload jersey. So thank you very much. Waffleboard Breaks. Appreciate your support. And Waffleboard Breaks is out. Take care, guys.